No one gets to where everybody's at if people didn't have their idols and their mentors. Seeing Michael Jordan play and seeing his elite footwork and seeing Akeem Olajuwon's footwork, and now Joel Embiid is doing that, but he's adding a little Kobe flavor. I've been there when he's looking at the Kobe film. And that's what he's doing for practice.
Have you worked out with different levels of people? What's the difference in work? What are you seeing that people are just not doing?
Repetition on the smaller little stuff.
What's the best one-on-one you've seen?
Jaylen Brown versus Tatum.
Who won?
Tatum? He's elite. He's next. The guy that we're going to talk about being the GOAT.
All you got to do is win a championship now.
You don't need to win championships for me to think that you're elite and you're the best player ever.
Tatum has a team, though. Tatum has a championship team.
They got
I'm
Drew,
not saying
they got
Porzingis.
They got Tatum, they got Brown, they got
Hartford
bench,
experience.
They got Hartford, they got White,
yeah,
and so on and so on.
Now imagine with everyone you just named, what would you think if you didn't win a championship with that team? Welcome to another show for Score Society TV. Today we have a very, very special guest, entrepreneur, actor, sports fan, sportsman, my guy, Frankie Delgado.
What's up, my guy?
brother.
How you doing? Good to see you too, bro.
Over there.
Yes, sir.
Always gotta give a handshake.
Yes, sir.
How's
I feel like we only give each other handshakes when I beat you in the championships or you beat me in the championships, huh?
Pretty much. Yeah. I'll see you a lot on the basketball court, bro. Very competitive man. So man, yeah, we in the thick of basketball season right now.
It's incredible right now.
Absolutely.
It's looking really good for the West. It's like the Wild Wild West right now.
Oh, absolutely.
It's amazing.
I'm looking at your Instagram. I see Lakers jersey. I see a Bulls jersey, right?
That's for the three-peat.
That's for the three-peat.
For the three kids.
Ah, got you.
It was a reenactment of Michael Jordan when he won his three-peat with a cigar.
Got you. I saw that. I'm like, man, does he like Kobe? Does he like Jordan?
So, I'm definitely I would say, I think, like, based on, like, where I grew up and how I grew up, you know, I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 1981. I'm 42, so I got to see Michael Jordan. I got to see Kobe Bryant, and I got to see LeBron James. Right? For me, it's been the 1A, 1B, 1C. I never give it up to, you know, they all have their specialty to being the GOAT and why everybody should. I'm not a Laker fan.
Right.
I'm not a Bulls fan. I'm a Clipper fan. That means that I like the pain.
That's what I want to know. How does that happen? Because I'm from Philly, so outside of looking in, you would think everyone would be a Lakers fan growing up because of all their success. How did one become a Clippers fan over the Lakers?
Because I wasn't born here.
Okay.
I was born in San Diego, and I was raised in Tijuana. And my dad and a lot of people were like big Magic Johnson fans, and I loved his game, and it was the greatest thing to see, like seeing Magic Johnson. But then I also saw. I'm not a smiley player. Like, I don't like to smile while I'm playing basketball. Right. I don't like to be like happy.
Oh, I know.
You know, I want to win. I consider myself the Mexican Draymond, self-given name. But I want to win at all costs, right? So I just want to win. So I would see Michael Jordan, how he would play. So I was always like, he was never smiling on the court, right? He was just giving you buckets and just trying to win.
Absolutely.
Scottie Pippen, same mentality. So I kind of didn't like the Magic Johnson approach of like he was friends with everybody, shook everybody's hand, and was laughing during the game and
Showtime
buddies with Isaiah Thomas and everybody. But then I would see the Michael Jordan side of it, and he was just like a killer. I like that.
Right.
I want to be a killer every time I was in the court.
Yeah.
And that wasn't when I was young. I'm no killer no more. I'm more of a team first kind of guy now. You're the killer on the team. But yeah, so that's what happened. So that was Michael Jordan. But because I was in San Diego, in Tijuana, the Clippers were from San Diego. So they were the San Diego Clippers.
That's okay. That's very true.
So I always would tell my dad, like, I can't root for nobody that's not from where I'm from. Like, I gotta root for the San Diego Chargers, for the San Diego Clippers back then. And everybody's like, you don't even know players. I'm like, dude, my dad brought me up. I was looking at World Be Free. Like, you know, that guy was a bucket.
Yeah, definitely.
He was awesome. And then when the Clippers had like the Danny Manning's, and as I was growing, and I used to love Sam Cassell's game, and then I just always was watching the Clippers, and then when I moved to LA, one of my first buddies was Katina Mobley.
Shout out Cat. Shout
out to
Philly.
the Cat from Philly.
Yes, sir. He actually from my neighborhood. I believe so. I've never seen him around my neighborhood, but
that's where they raise ballers there.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Katino was just a good friend of mine, and he kind of like was the first NBA player I ever met and like hung out with and was friends with, and we had a real friendship. And he would take me to go hoop with him and just play like one-on-one with him, and you know, his competitiveness. He would never take it easy on me, and I'm like, dude, like it's kind of like playing against your son. My son's 7 years old. He's just like, it didn't matter. You just can't go by. He's like, I'm training for this. So I'd be like, okay, cool. So that gave me a little bit more of that edge of like wanting to play with like at the highest level I could, and that means Beverly Hills High School rec league, adult league.
Did you kill it though?
You know what?
You killed it.
15 years ago, I was good. I could hoop. I could score. I was good. I was scoring good 15 points a game, 20 points a game sometimes.
Nice.
But as I got older, in my young 30s, I tore both my meniscus. No, not my meniscus. My patella tendons first on both my knees.
Wow.
Playing ball. And that slowed my ass down.
Yeah.
That made me a different player. I never wanted to go to the hoop anymore. I didn't want to go to rec. I became like I started learning how to shoot threes. Started taking little more defense. Was more like I'd rather play defense and pass the ball now than like go to the hoop, and like you never know I was gonna fall on somebody's ankle and sprain my ankle. So I just was like, no more going to the hoop.
So when you got injured, how did you handle it though? Because when people get injured,
it was the toughest time of my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't even play like sports for professionally.
Right.
But like I love playing basketball. I play basketball 3 times a week. I'm 42 years old. I play Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Like that's like my favorite thing to do. And being sidelined and not being able to play basketball for a whole year, I mean, made me mentally tougher. But like at the same time, I was like, I'm never gonna be the same player. I'm gonna be way slower.
I know the feeling,
by far.
I know the
feeling.
know, yeah.
And that's one of the little things I had, that I was quicker and I could like move side to side fast enough to play defense, and it just really effed me. But you know, I put a lot of time into recovery, and that made me, you know, a lot stronger, I guess, mentally now. And I take my stretching seriously now. I stretch, and
very important.
And I try to like keep my my hamstrings strong, and you know, because and then your calves loose, and because it's, you know, you're one step away from the Achilles injury that everybody talks about. A lot of my friends don't play basketball anymore because they just don't want to get hurt.
Really?
A lot of them.
I mean, that makes sense though.
And it sucks for them because I'm sure they're home wanting to play, you know, but they're like, is it worth me tweaking my ankle? And last year I had like a big birthday with my daughter's birthday, and 2 days before I was in the league, and I was playing against you know Yoni.
Yanni.
Yeah,
that's my guy. Yeah, man. Yanni.
I was playing against him and his team.
Yeah.
First play of the game, ankle sideways.
Sheesh.
Yeah, and again, I don't have the age where I can just get back on it and start from scratch. So every time I have one of these setbacks, I just become a whole second slower every single time. And people are starting to take advantage of that. So I don't know how much longer I have it on the court, because if I can't compete, I'm going to have to sit down.
Yeah, you preaching to the choir, bro. I got a torn ACL, bro. I haven't gotten surgery on it for that reason, though.
And you're still hooping, though.
Yeah, I still hoop, but
which I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad.
Well, I already hoop like once a week, if that.
But you still got a torn ACL?
No, but you know what the doctor said? All right, this is what happens, right? I tore my ACL in the Beverly Hills League, the one league we play in, right? And when I got an MRI, they said it was completely torn. But right after I tore it, COVID happened. So the hospital was all packed. So I'm like, look, I'm not going. Doctor saying, look, you don't need surgery right away. Just don't play basketball. You can run straight or whatever you need to do, but don't play basketball. I said, okay, cool. So I had picked up boxing. So I picked up boxing, and I started to strengthen muscle around the ACL. A year goes by. I go back, get checked on. Now they're saying it's partially torn. And then he says, if you get a surgery, it's not going to change much because, one, I'm not playing in the season. I'm not playing college basketball or anything like that. And it's going to change the way I walk, and it's going to be a 9-month recovery period. So for me, I look at it like,
at the least, because you're not like
I'm
3 times a week at therapy. You're hanging out with your family. You got businesses to attend. Like,
and I'm not going to heal easily either.
Other people who like recover from these things take, less because they're playing professionally, and that's all they have to do all day. They have to just recover.
Absolutely. So I took it like, well, I'm done with basketball. Like, I don't have any basketball goals as far as a player. So I don't need to play basketball 3-4 times a week anymore. And I found a love in boxing.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I still love boxing. I mean, I love boxing. I spar every week. So it does never bother me as long as I lift weights on my legs. That's it. So
boxing is your new passion.
Yeah. I've been doing it very consistent for 4 years now.
So I used to do it very consistent when I was 18.
Uh-huh.
I used to love boxing.
Yeah.
But I didn't like to get hit.
No?
It was too much. It was like, it was one of those things like, why am I doing this?
Right.
I'm not going to be a pro.
Yep.
Not getting paid.
Yep.
And these kids are so fast and so good. Mm-hmm. Some of them, like you're sparring with, they're just like lightning speed. I started seeing that, and I'm like, maybe this isn't what I want to be doing. But it was good for me to know how to, like, you know how to throw a punch. You know how to, like, defend yourself. You know how to, like, move side to side. And it also helps with basketball because you, like, know how to, like, pivot from certain moments in certain situations.
And
so
training aspect, too.
Yeah. And the training was really good.
But I stay away from the 18-year-olds, bro. I box with my guys my age.
Your age.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. The guys,
But if they've been training since they were 18, they have this quick twitch of, like, what they used to have, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it just wasn't for me. I tried doing it one time. Like, I was going to spar a good friend of mine that we just were very competitive with each other. Also a huge Clipper fan. His name's Tony Daly, and we would talk shit every day about, I can't wait to get you in the fucking ring and stuff like that. And then suddenly one day we were both like, are we really going to do this? We're old.
Yeah.
We don't really need to do this to each other.
Nothing to prove.
Nothing to prove.
Now, let me go back to one of the things you mentioned. You gotten to witness different generations. You got the Jordan generation, the Kobe generation, LeBron generation. In your opinion, what's the difference as far as the competitive spirit, what we seeing on TV? Are we still seeing the same era from the 80s, but just in modern day, or has it changed immensely?
I mean, see, I was born in 81, and I play basketball with kids that are 18. Mm-hmm. 19, you see them.
Mm-hmm.
They play with us.
Yeah.
What do you like?
I mean, I think
we're seeing it at a very lower level, right? But isn't it the same thing to see it like the kid that played high school basketball in varsity from the 80s, then like the kid or from the 90s, right? We played basketball. But where were you? Like 2000?
2004 when I graduated high school.
So I graduated in 99.
Right.
I think basketball is a lot more difficult. There's two ways to look at it. Now you got to guard someone from half court coming in. Mm-hmm. Anyone can shoot now.
Yeah, very true.
Even I can shoot now.
Yeah. You hit some big shots.
We'll talk about that part of my game later because it's difficult to you got to pick one or the other. But we're going to say this. You got to guard someone from half court now, and because they can just shoot it from wherever. You see Dame Lillard out there. You see Steph Curry. You see Caitlin Clark. Like, this girl, it was a championship yesterday, and I don't know if you saw the game.
No, I saw the game.
But, I had my daughter sit down. I'm like, look, this is basketball excellence right here. This girl is incredible. And I don't know if you ever want to play basketball, baby, but if you wanted to, this is who you need to be inspired by. This girl was pulling up 40 feet away. Not she wasn't like shooting the regular three-pointer. She wasn't just step back. She pulled up from like almost like half court. She was Steph Curry out there. But that's my point. You gotta guard someone now, even though you can't hand check. You still gotta guard someone from back there. Back then, basketball was played over here, not at half court.
Right.
Now you gotta guard from half court, but you can't. So it's a two-way street. If back then you could do the hand check, but there was no 3-point like threat. Nobody was like, oh, watch out for the 3-pointer.
Right.
So it was kind of like there's two different types of ball.
Yeah.
So I would say if you meet in the middle, which is the Kobe Bryant era, which had both sides of it, right? I think that's where you see that the best basketball played. I think that's where like toughness and hand checking and 3-ball and everything was put together, and that's where I think I've always said that Kobe was elite. Like he was a, you know, when he has that commercial and he's like, "Are you a beast or a different animal or what is it?"
With the one with Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't repeat it.
Yeah, I mean, neither. Don't quote me on this, but he says something like that. Where like, are you a beast or a different animal, or are you an animal or a different beast? Like, what, or which one are you? Well, that's what what he was. Right. Because he grew up in two eras of basketball where he was like, he could play this way or this way, right? The finesse of basketball and the beauty of basketball and like, but you know, no one gets to where everybody's at if people didn't have their idols and their mentors.
Absolutely.
And seeing Michael Jordan play and seeing his elite footwork and seeing Akeem Olajuwon's footwork, and now Joel Embiid is doing that, but he's adding a little Kobe flavor because Embiid practices Kobe moves.
Right.
He watches Kobe film. I've been there when he's looking at the Kobe film. And that's what he's doing for practice. And that's what it separates him. Back then, you didn't have this. You could just bring your phone and just be YouTube, Kobe film, look at the footwork, and you just show it. So it was way different type of training. And so that's why you can see that people are getting better. 7-footers can move like guards. Look at Wemby yesterday. Like
guys, freak of nature, bro.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable. And look at Chet.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The guy's
skilled.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Skilled. Like defense and offense, passes the ball, can shoot the 3, can put you on the post. I saw him play in a 5-on-5 like little scrimmage in Drew Hanlon's. You know Drew Hanlon.
Yeah, shout out Drew Hanlon.
Yep. Yeah, he's an incredible coach.
Yep, absolutely.
He's an incredible life coach, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I haven't got a chance to meet him, but I definitely see his stuff on.
He is one of my best friends. He is unbelievable at not just coaching you in the basketball side, but he also deals with like life moments and kind of you need help with mental, not just on the court. Like he's there for you on that type of level. Not a lot of people can do it. He's not just rebounding for you. He's actually going through every moment of why you're doing this move. What like
a true trainer. No, I said, I've watched him on YouTube. Definitely a great teacher. So I can imagine everything you're saying is
true.
Dude,
we go to the golf course. Me and him took golf 2 years ago. He's now an elite golfer. He's now just like hitting balls right, like it's kind of annoying.
Right.
But then he goes in whatever he learns, he comes and teaches it to me.
And he's a good friend.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the? This guy's just a lot of people don't know this too. He's also a soccer phenom. Like he could have gone like pro in soccer.
Really?
Which is like, I'm like, dude, you really are like elite of everything you did. Like he's an amazing friend, amazing basketball trainer, amazing basketball player. I told him, I said, I want to bring you on my team so I can beat you. Dude, you've been tough. You've been tough to guard all these years, brother.
I like Drew. I don't know how we're gonna do on the court, but you know, I like him. I think that'd be a good addition to your team. I follow him on Instagram. I just saw that he posted something about him being one of the best shooters of NCAA history. Like when he used to play for Belmont, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's like the one that taught me how to shoot.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I should say that, but I am a 50% shooter.
No, you can hit him. You can hit them, especially when it counts.
Cause I'll shoot two shots a game,
Uh-huh.
but I'll make one.
Yeah, and it's usually
the one that matters.
Yeah, it's usually
the one with the dagger.
Yep, it's usually the one you don't want them to make.
Because
second half within 1 minute.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you what it is. It's the cat and mouse chase, right? Because I know how to bring the ball up. Mm-hmm. I know to pass the ball, who my shooters are. I know what my team is. And I have a great shooter on my team. His name's Austin Mills.
Yeah, I need to talk about.
You've seen
him.
You've seen him put 40 on you guys.
Tough guy.
Yeah, tough guy to guard.
Uh-huh.
He's my Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I can get him open, and when you guys, a lot of teams make this mistake of guarding him, the best play, that you'll put the best player on Austin, and then the worst player on me.
Right.
And I'm like, we're gonna beat them by 40 now because you can't put the worst player on me. Because if you put the worst player to guard me, I'm gonna go and scream for Austin, get you on the worst player.
Right.
And then Austin's gonna give him the bucket immediately.
You can see you giving him all your secrets now.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because now. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll come off the screen. I'll do I watch Draymond films. I know how to just stay there, give the ball, make sure you go through the tank, right?
Right.
And then you get the but if you go and double team him, that's why I put some work in on my 3 game because I'm like, this is what I practice. I don't practice how to score on someone's face.
Mm-hmm.
I practice how to like roll, but I don't roll down because I don't want to get hurt. I just roll to the side and get the ball.
Pop.
It's just because you want to double team Austin. That's what you're gonna think.
Right.
We gotta make sure Austin doesn't score. He just gives me a little
he
back
runs
pass.
Around too.
He's my Steph. So then he just back passes me the ball. He always gives me this little back pass. I grab it and then.
Now you talk about training with elite players. Cuttino Mobley, Joel
Embiid. I've given him buckets. Nobody believes me, but I've given him buckets.
Let me ask you this: have you worked out with different levels of people, right? Pros, the average Joe. What's the difference in work, as far as their training? What are you seeing that people are just not doing from them?
What are they not doing?
No, what the average Joe is not doing, and what the pros are doing, in their training and in their workouts.
Repetition on the smaller little stuff, the little things, like the footwork. Mm-hmm. The Tim Duncan situation, right? Why was Tim Duncan so elite? It was just all very basic, but the basic stuff that people forget. People just want to shoot threes from step back threes now. Right. Everybody just works on and then they yell. Back in the day, they used to yell Kobe. Now they yell Steph or whatever,
right.
But that's just not what these guys are doing. What Cuttino was doing was he was working on somebody putting a hand on his face and making sure he could hit his little. He was I think he was the beginning of the step back.
Yeah. No, that
as a lefty, he created that little step back side step. You would say he had the side step and he would hit that before James Harden had that little.
Yeah, Cat was a knockdown shooter. He probably still is.
Oh.
I mean,
he's the real Uncle Drew, right?
Right. No, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
That guy can hoop. Yeah. So I would say that it's the little stuff that I see that the people that I've trained or watched train. I've seen some of the most elite guys, and they're just training on basic stuff. They're not doing the only 3-point shot. They're doing side steps. They're going to the hole, stopping, and jump stop and shooting. That's stuff that people just forget that you got to do it.
Yeah.
And then the amount of work they do, because they don't get there just for an hour. They get there 2 hours before, and then they start shooting very small little shots just to get their kind of range of motion. And then they start their training, and then they start their conditioning, and then there's it's.
Have you ever sat through a whole workout with them?
Yeah.
How long is a workout with a pro? Is it 1 hour, 2 hours?
I would say it's 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah.
From start to finish.
Yeah.
They also watch film and they see what they're doing, what they're going to be working on, and which is pretty cool to get to see that stuff. I've seen one-on-ones.
Right.
When they play against each other one-on-one.
Yeah.
I've
What's
seen
the best one-on-one you've seen? You don't got to tell me who won if you don't want to.
Ooh. This is a good one because people would like to see this. Jaylen Brown versus Tatum.
Nice.
We were at
who won?
Tatum.
Tatum? I can imagine that.
He's a hooper.
Oh, he's a baller, bro.
But it's they play like this, like really cool, like where like it was Tatum, it was Tyler Hero, it was Jaylen Brown, I think it was I don't remember the fourth player, but they're all really elite offensive players.
Absolutely.
But it's like Tatum's reach, like he's just taller, he's longer, he's elite, he's next.
Yeah. No, I mean he's now. Tatum?
But meaning like he's the guy that we're gonna talk about being the GOAT.
Right. I agree.
I think that he's so young. He's already. I think somebody said it on Instagram the other day, or on how young he is and what he's accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
No, it is. All you gotta do is win a championship now. He's doing everything else.
See, I don't. A lot of people. So I'm gonna argue with that.
Let's go.
You don't need to win championships for me to think that you're elite and you're the best player ever.
No, I'm not saying he needs to win it. Because I think T-Mac is one of the best players. He never won it.
He was incredible.
But what I'm saying
Charles
is
Barkley was incredible. Like, all these players were great.
Tatum has a team, though. Tatum has a team. Tatum has a championship team.
So I always think that the best players sometimes don't have the best teams because they got to get paid because they're the best players. So then they can't build the greatest teams around them.
Right.
Someone has to sacrifice.
Right.
And like this is gonna be like the first time that the Warriors are gonna have to make a real decision with Klay Thompson, right? Because he wants to get paid.
Very true.
But they can only pay so many players, and with that said, with Tatum, with Brown, they were rookies, so they got to build this team since they were rookies, and they have great draft picks, and and then they picked up Porzingis at a like right now, if you got Porzingis tomorrow, he's gonna be way more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So, I think that championships are won as a team, not one elite player. Or you've seen Dame Lillard. We're gonna discount how good Dame Lillard's been.
No, I'm not gonna discount it, but he got to win a. Here's my thing: when I say they got to win a championship, but they got championship teams though.
Yeah, you got to go to a championship team and win a championship.
Boston is a championship team.
But it was created now. Like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Drew Holiday?
Drew Holiday is a championship point guard.
That's what I'm saying. They got Drew, they got Porzingis, they got Tatum, they got Brown, they got
Hartford
bench,
experience.
They got Hartford, they got White.
Yeah.
And so on and so on.
They got a strong 9 players.
Yeah. And their best player is only 24 years old, or 23, 24.
I'm not giving him a deadline.
I'm saying like if he wins a championship, it's because of his amazing team. It's not about. That's what I'm saying. Like with LeBron, like when he took those Cleveland Cavaliers to the championship the first time he ever went to a championship, that's incredible.
Right. That was dope.
That was just, what the hell.
Right. 100%.
Unbelievable. Like
100%.
With that team. He made that team a team. He made it work within a team. That's what I'm saying. It's not individual. I think Michael Jordan had the best team ever created. Mm-hmm. He had a amazing spot-up shooter with Steve Kerr or John Paxson.
Or
right?
B.J. Armstrong.
He had B.J. Armstrong. He had Ron Harper.
Mm-hmm. Well,
right?
Ron Harper wasn't a knockdown.
Ron Harper. No, I'm saying
he's a good player.
Meaning he had as their point guard, B.J. and John Paxson. And then you have Horace Grant, who was a great,
very, very good,
great defensive player, and he had Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
he had Scottie Pippen for both runs. Which great defender. Mike was a great defender. They were an amazing They weren't an offensive team. They were a defensive team.
Now imagine with everyone you just named, what would you think of Jordan if he didn't win a championship with that team?
That's what I'm saying, but I still would think Michael Jordan's great.
No, listen.
But what if another team came along, right? Like when that was better coached, better, like they were just better suited for to win as a team. That's what I'm saying. Like the Lakers today, like I saw them play yesterday against the Wolves, and LeBron wasn't playing, but you could tell that team's gelling, and I don't like this.
What? Oh, you Clippers fan?
No. Well,
Because
number
the
one, I'm a
Clippers?
Clippers fan, but I'm a Sixers fan too, by the way.
Oh
FYI.
yeah.
Joel's my guy. So
Shout out Sixers.
I love the Sixers. My 5 favorite teams, if I was to say it out loud and say maybe 6. I kind of root for all like my boys that play on the teams and stuff, but like
Right.
I gotta go Clippers, Sixers. I gotta go. Pains me to say it, but Lakers. I love LeBron's game.
Yeah, love it. I've been following since high school. I went to his high school. I went to a high school game when I was in high school. Yeah.
He's just unbelievable.
Plays
The
with
way he
Strawberry
plays, he plays so unselfish, and he still gives you 30.
Yeah.
Like how? Who else? What other player in the world has ever been Jokic? I guess now, but plays so unselfish,
Yeah.
and he still gives you 30, 40 points like it was nothing.
No, I
You
agree.
didn't even notice.
No, yeah, I agree. Effortless. His game is effortless at this point.
He loves to play D. He like I don't know. I everything about his game. That's why I've always said like he's been probably the most complete player.
Mm-hmm.
And when people say Magic's the best, like in the top 5, and they put like Magic over the LeBron thing, I'm like,
No, I wouldn't put Magic over LeBron.
no,
I
he
wouldn't
can't.
do it. Too much skills, too much physical ability. That's gap in physical ability. Speaking of top 5, though, we're going to do 2 top 5s. Top 5 GOATs for you. And we're going to do top 5 players right now.
They can't be in order because I can't put this order does not
You
exist.
don't got to put it in order.
Can't put it in order.
I don't
Even
wanna
though
put that
even though Drew Hanlon would be like, you're absolutely wrong. It's Michael Jordan. Hands it. I'm like, to me, it's gonna be it's Kobe, Mike, LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said this. I love his game, and I have to put him up there. It's Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan. Yeah.
There's no doubt.
I don't know why people don't mention him more in that. And
He's a winner.
No, he's definitely a winner. Probably his game wasn't the sexiest though. It wasn't.
But that's why.
Yeah. I think
Right.
that's what it was.
But I like he beat LeBron James's Heat.
Yeah.
Like,
Or maybe it was personality. I think I always rank Garnett over him because Garnett showed a lot of personality. Although Garnett didn't win as much as him.
Garnett wanted it.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, you could see. But you know, Garnett was in a place where he had really great players around him, great team built around him. He didn't win it, and Tim Duncan did. So that's where I would say, hey, he had a great team. He had a great team. And who didn't win it? Then what's the separation there? Tim Duncan has that little edge over him.
Yeah, very true.
You know, so I'll say Tim Duncan up there in my 4, and my 5th. That's always been a toss up.
Between.
I just you would have. It's like you have to see them fight, right? You have to see them play against each other, and you'll never be able. I gotta give it to you. It's either Kareem, Shaq, and it's Bill Russell. But I just you never saw them play.
True.
Against each other, right? Like what would happen if Kareem and Shaq at their peak just go at it?
All right.
Is Kareem
Shaq.
still gonna have 30 points a game against Shaq, and is Shaq gonna have 30 points against Kareem?
Yeah. Listen.
See?
I think.
And Shaq doesn't
is the
even give
best.
himself that. Shaq doesn't even say that he's
Shaq
top
is a
5.
from the interviews I've watched.
He's humble.
He's a very humble man.
He likes to give everybody his flowers.
Very modest. But
Shaq, in his prime, he was nothing to be fucked with.
I think he's
was
the best all-time center.
unbelievable. I loved everything about like his attitude. He was just like the guy. Just give me the ball and just I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And once again, he also had a great team around him. He won a 3-peat, and then he won another one. But then Kobe went and won without him.
Yeah. True competitor.
You know, he wanted it more, I think. He beat your Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
So then you see, like, so that's why it's hard to like just pick 5, but you gotta give Dirk
30?
some love up there.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Dirk was a hooper.
Yeah. He exceeded expectations for sure.
Larry Bird.
Oh, for sure. He changed the game. He definitely changed the game for our shooters.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, yeah, this is his generation right now.
Now you put Magic. That's my other top. So you said 2 top 5s. Then you have Magic, Steph, Dirk, Larry.
No, we do. The other top 5 is 5 in the league right now.
Oh, in the league right
now.
Oh, easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy.
Go for it.
Joel at the center.
Sure.
Putting Jokic at power forward.
Sure. That's tough. That's a tough back. Front court.
This is a tough one. Yeah, it is tough.
Yeah, it's tough, huh?
Jason Tatum.
Got to.
At the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Luka at
Definitely.
the 2.
I was waiting for that name to be brought up.
And if I'm not going to old school players like LeBron and Steph, I'm putting Book.
Okay. I like Book too.
I got to put him up there.
That's your 4th? Or that's the
My
5th?
5th. So it's Book, Luka, Tatum, Jokic, Embiid.
That's a tough team. I like
That's a good team.
That's a really good team. And size, skill.
Defense.
They all can shoot.
Well, Luka. But it's kind of unstoppable.
Well, yeah, he can make up 4 points and assists and rebounds. So he don't.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's. I gave you.
Strong lineup. A very strong lineup.
It's tough to guard.
No, very hard to guard. I can't think of. I mean, you still got.
And then if I go old heads,
who
in a way, it'd be like KD,
got to.
Steph, LeBron. That's still playing, right?
Right.
They hate on him so much, but like Klay Thompson, like he's got. If you got Klay and Steph, like you gotta guard this team so differently.
Yeah.
Put them together.
And he can get hot anytime. Like I think he's just coming off an injury.
And Kawhi.
Kawhi, yeah, for sure.
I'll put those 5. Like if I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Who wins? If you had to put old head 5 against
Joel's team.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because of size. But I don't know.
Well, Joel it's just Joel.
But then
no one in that team I just said can guard Joel. No one in that team can guard Jokic. Tatum can be guarded by someone, right? Maybe KD and Tatum can go at it.
I think it'd be still tough for them though. I think Kevin Durant is stronger than when he looks. I think LeBron, he can surprise you anytime. I think he's gonna surprise this playoff run.
That's what I was saying. The team looked good without him. Now put him on. Like even though they lost, but I'm just saying they look good.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves is a dog.
Absolutely.
D'Lo playing incredible basketball.
He's been phenomenal the last few games.
He's been amazing. The last 30 games, he's been amazing. He like I don't know. He's got some ice in his veins. I remember when he did that thing a long time. He has it.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
That team's dope.
He's underrated for sure.
I cannot hate on that on this Laker team. I think Rui.
Yeah.
Been playing. He had 30 yesterday. Like if LeBron's not there or he has to switch with Rui, like Rui can play that LeBron position.
Yeah. Don't forget about AD either. AD can turn it up too.
They have a good team.
They have a good team.
They could surprise. I just don't think nobody can beat. Not nobody.
Yeah. The West is open.
The West is open because at any point anyone can. Yeah. The Suns can beat anyone.
Right.
The Nuggets can beat anyone.
Yeah.
The Lakers can push someone to the 7th game.
Absolutely. That's gonna be a tough. The West is gonna be very interesting.
I just don't think the Timberwolves have it.
They're young. I think the same thing with OKC. I think they're good.
OKC is so well built.
No, they are. But I don't think they're championship ready.
You think they're missing more experience?
Yeah.
They don't have an old head there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what they need. But that's just coming from, us as old heads. We used to seeing that.
I would have loved nothing more than KD go back to OKC instead of going to the Suns.
Oh, you mean Warriors? Oh, go back to skip over.
He went to the Suns.
Yeah, went to the Suns. Okay.
From Brooklyn to the Suns.
Got you.
I would have loved for him to have come back to imagine KD on that team right now.
Now see that. Then I would say they can win.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but could you imagine this? They would be unstoppable.
Yeah, for sure.
That offense would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have so many good favorite teams now. The Nuggets are also really good. Michael Porter Jr. is so good on that wing. He can just shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Can play defense. He's long.
Yeah, the Nuggets is experienced, man.
But Jamal's got to be healthy though. I don't know how his health's going.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he missed the last few games because of injury. So hopefully he's healthy. That's a nice 18 points.
Yeah,
that they're missing.
So what's the greatest team ever built?
Greatest team ever built for me. Well, I'm gonna go 3-peat Lakers. I think they had a great balance.
You think they're better than the 3-peat Bulls or the 3-peat or the?
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're better than the Bulls because.
What about the Warriors?
The Warriors.
That Warriors team was incredible.
Warriors is a great.
KD, Steph, Clay, Dre.
Yeah, but see, I just feel like Lakers would have had a better defensive. No, I'm gonna take it back. Because I'm gonna compare it to the Bulls. Nah, Lakers. I'm gonna go Lakers because nobody can stop Shaq. And you talking about Shaq in his prime? People would say Shaq wouldn't be able to run with the Warriors.
Whoa.
Shaq in his prime can run with the Warriors.
See, I learned this from Drew, and I'm a fact checker now because he fact checks me every time. You remember Orlando Magic, Shaq?
Yeah.
With
Gazelle.
Penny?
He was a gazelle over there.
With Penny?
Mm-hmm.
Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Nick?
Mm-hmm. Anderson? Mm-hmm.
What did Dennis Rodman do to him?
Well, that was a young Shaq. He shut him down.
What, young Chuck or not, he made it way more difficult than anyone's ever made it for him, other than Akeem Olajuwon. And he was also a young Shaq.
Yeah, Akeem Olajuwon gave him problems. I remember that.
So, with that said, if you put that Jordan, Dennis Rodman team against the Shaq Lakers team, I think it goes down to who has the better third person or the best bench of both teams. Because if you're saying that Laker team can beat that Bulls team, then you're just then.
But
like who was better during that 3-peat, Kobe or Jordan?
Jordan for sure.
Okay, so who was better? Who's the third best player there?
But here's the thing for me.
That's why I said defensively, the Bulls team was the best defensive team I've ever seen.
Rodman did a good job against Shaq, but he doesn't cancel out Shaq. I think Jordan and Kobe will cancel each other out.
Okay, but what about the Scottie Pippen, right? Then there's Scottie Pippen.
Who was on that wing with them? Rick Fox wasn't really.
So you had Rick Fox, or you could say Robert Horry, or you
Devin
could say
George was one of them.
Yeah, but come on.
Devin George was a good defensive player, bro. I like him. He came D3.
I'm just saying.
To the league.
I'm talking about Scottie Pippen, Hall of Fame Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
His son's in the NBA giving people buckets now.
I mean, listen, I take nothing away from his son. I take nothing away from Scottie. However, Scottie didn't win anything without Jordan.
And Jordan didn't win anything without.
But here's why I say this. Because Scottie got
yin yang, baby.
Scottie got them a lot of points and a lot of looks.
Scottie took them to the Western Conference Finals and lost against Shaq. With no Dennis Rodman and no Michael Jordan. Or Michael Jordan was there, but he was 45. Michael Jordan.
Yeah. No, that you said they went to the Western Conference Finals, Bulls, and
Eastern Conference Finals.
The Eastern Conference Finals, and Scottie Pippen
took that team.
Yeah, no, he's a winner for sure.
Lost against the Knicks one year, and then lost against the Magic the next year.
So we saying that
we say Scottie went to the playoffs without Michael Jordan and without Dennis Rodman.
I gotta look at
and succeeded.
I gotta look at the standings. I gotta look at who was in the East at that time.
That's why he was mad that he didn't get. Remember the documentary and they were talking about
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen went to the playoffs the next 2 years without Michael Jordan.
No, I'm not.
And without Dennis Rodman. That's what I'm saying. Two big pieces.
I'm not saying.
And they took away his Horace Grant.
I think Pippen will keep him in the game. Yeah, they took him away.
Horace Grant went to the Magic, and that's who beat them.
I think Pippen will keep him in the series, but I don't think they'll win.
No, but what I'm saying is, did we ever get to see what the Bulls were without Scottie? We did. And it was a problem.
Yeah, no, 100%.
The Warriors without Draymond is a problem. Draymond is the heartbeat of that team.
I agree.
They do not win without him.
Yeah, they need him.
They need him for whatever reasons it is.
Leadership.
He might score 2 points that game, but the way he makes sure that team stays together, the way that he is the enforcer, the way that he shows up for the team, and like they know that you can't fuck with Steph. They know that you can't just punk him.
Mm-hmm.
Dre is the to me, he's the gel. He's probably him and Scotty. That's what they were.
Right.
They were like the team does not function without them two.
Right.
You can't.
No, for sure.
Look at. You should go do your research on this because you should
Go
see what the Bulls were without when Scotty would sit out.
Now,
Remember he sat out like he didn't want to play because he wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, I remember that.
They sucked.
No, I'm not taking away that Pippen's greatness. I'm just saying that I don't know if one Shaq is not canceled out because of Robin.
No. He doesn't get canceled out, but he makes it a lot tougher for Shaq.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I don't think Pippen is at that point. I think Pippen would have to score 40. He would have to score in the high 30s, and I haven't seen that. I haven't seen.
No. You don't have to do that. You just.
Because Shaq is still going to score. Shaq is still going to get his rebounds. Because although Dennis Rodman's going to make it hard for Shaq, Dennis Rodman wasn't an offensive player, so it's not like he's going to make Shaq work. So Shaq's still going to have some legs at the end.
No, but you know what? You see, this is where you're wrong. You're such an offensive guru. You like to score, and you're just a scorer.
Right.
You're not seeing the little.
I play defense.
No. But I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you're not seeing the other part. You've never been this person in your team. You've never been the guy that. Because I'm that guy, and I see how much you got a wild man trying to get every offensive rebound. Mm-hmm. Shaq's gonna be tired.
Okay.
You have a guy that every single time the ball goes up, you gotta be worried about Dennis Rodman trying to get that offensive rebound.
But you get some bodies that they still have.
That's what Shaq had to do.
Who was the power forward?
Shaq had to go and
for Lakers
and box out every single play, and he had to box out this wild man. That's where I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the person that you. That's what happened to the Orlando Magic that year when he swept them. They swept the Magic. They didn't just beat the Magic. They swept them.
But yeah, but they didn't have the same. But
they had Penny, Horace. They had.
Penny wasn't no Kobe. Nick was messed up after he missed some free throws. When he missed them free throws, he went through a slump. And Scott, he was a hit or miss on games. He was a hit or miss. Dennis Scott was a hit and miss. He would be hot one day.
They were still in the
No, I agree.
Championships the year before, and then the next year they came, and Jordan was there, and Rodman was there, and Pippen was there, and they all played together. They made sure Shaq was what he averaged 20 points a game.
Yeah, but that was they score. Penny wasn't their scorer. Penny was their player.
Penny was.
He was that guy.
He was the modern point guard, dude.
Absolutely, but he wasn't.
He get hurt. He could have been. He was up there. He wasn't gonna be Kobe ever, but he was a great player. He got hurt. You remember his injury?
100%.
His injury changed everything.
Yeah, he's one of my what if guys. Him, Brandon Roy, Derrick Rose, those guys who was derailed by injuries.
Yeah.
He's in.
So them three.
Sure. Grant Hill.
Grant Hill for sure too. But I'm saying. You cannot take away what Scotty did because Scotty.
I'm not saying. Listen,
Scotty, you kind of did.
If you ever see this, I'm not taking that away from you, brother. Don't listen to Frankie here. I'm just saying it would have been hard for him to carry against the Lakers.
I just don't think there was anybody that was going to be able to, like their defensive team. They were a defensive team.
Very much so.
And then they could score on you.
Yeah.
And the Lakers weren't that.
No, I see your point. I'm playing devil's advocate. On a previous show, I was saying somebody else picked the Lakers. I picked the Bulls. So I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yeah. Well, I see it that way. I think that's why the Bulls were the best team ever.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and in certain aspects, I agree. I see where you're coming from with that. I don't take nothing away from it. It can go either way with that group. I think those two are the top teams ever assembled.
And then the Warriors the third.
Yeah, I'll say the Warriors the third for sure.
They're beating the Magic Johnson team with
the James Worthy.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that's probably the fourth.
What about the Celtics?
Oh yeah,
Fifth best team?
I'll give it to them too. Yeah, that's safe. That's a safe bet. So in order to be elite, you got to put elite stuff in your body, and one of the things you got to put in is water. So tell us, man. Tell us about Zen water right here. What we got going?
Well, it's great water. You know, we got the pH right there at the 9.5. It's a company I work for. I work with the guy who created body armor,
Nice.
Lance Collins.
Shout out Lance.
Incredible person. He's amazing. And I went to go work for him because he kind of like he showed me what he was working on, and everything that he's doing is all like kind of like elite.
Right.
He does things the right way. And with the water, you know, he showed it to me. I drank it. I'm like, well, why would I buy this and not this other one? He goes, because we're a recycled plastic. So we're saving oceans. He's like, this plastic was a plastic that was ocean bound.
Okay.
So we were saving like actual plastic that was going into the ocean. That's where we're getting this plastic from, and we're recycling it, and then we're making our bottles.
So you're making the world a better place as well as the body.
I'm trying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he is, and I just support it.
Good.
I'm a support system type of thing.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, Zen water, and then we're working on a sports drink called Recover 180.
Nice.
That's also a good organic sports drink like none other.
Uh-huh.
You know, 0 sugar. It's made with coconut water.
Nice.
It's watermelon, peach, mango, berry. So it's like all the flavors, but it's actually good for you.
Right.
It doesn't have that red 40 and like all that junk that people have been feeding to their kids. Like, no more of that. We're going organic. We're doing good for our kids. We're doing good for the future of sports. Not hating on anyone else, but I think that our sports drink's better than anyone else's.
As you should. There's nothing wrong with that.
I gotta send you some of this. You're gonna love it.
Please do, bro.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So what else we got going on? What else? Anything else? Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I had like a conclusion question for you. Now you are a business owner, owns businesses, actor.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. So you have to have elite mindset to maintain it. How do you maintain an elite mindset?
Oof.
Me and
my boys talked. Me and my boy Mo Shalizi. Shout out to Mo Shalizi. He's one of my mentors. He's a young entrepreneur. He's a Marshmallows manager, the DJ, and other guys, Alasso and Afrojack. And he's created a monster company for himself with his management. We just sat down at dinner and we were talking about this. That it's kind of like the keeping up with the Joneses type of mentality in life. Right. That like you have to have that feeling of you just are never satisfied. Like tomorrow this could end, but you have to have some backup that has not. You know what I mean? Like
always working.
Be diversified.
Yeah.
In your portfolio and like in the stuff that you do, you just get like. I don't know. We talked about it, but even when you have it and when you are successful and at the top of your game in whatever you're doing, which I think I've gotten to those points in life with my nightlife entrepreneurial world that I did. Hospitality was my number one baby. Then came like the entertainment world, and then came the marketing side of like what I'm doing now. You just want more.
Right.
When let's just say you make $200,000 a year, and you're like, okay, well you live with your $200,000, which in LA doesn't really get you that far.
They don't get you far in LA. So yeah, it's definitely crazy.
But then you make 500, then you start getting the bigger house, and then you have to live with the 500. But then you get $1 million, and
your appetite grows.
Your appetite grows every single time. You got the nicer watch, and the nicer car, and then the nicer house, and then now you got two. Let's just say people that are like working for you. And now the bigger your business, the more people that are working for you.
Yeah. The more I'll tell people all the time. The more money you make, the more you have to delegate. And the more you delegate,
and this
the more
is
you
what
have to
he told me. He was like, dude, if it goes away from me, all these people that are depending on me, I let them down.
Yeah.
So I can't stop. And that's what my mentality. He literally just said this on Saturday. We were having this discussion. And I said to him, but I'm like, don't you want to be happy? Like, does that equal happiness to you? Or like, does that feel like a lot of pressure? Because pressure doesn't mean happiness.
Right.
It might feel good because like, yeah, I thrive under pressure.
Right.
But is that really happiness?
Yeah. No.
Or is happiness more like when you don't have the pressure and you have mailbox money and you're just chilling and you can enjoy your life and everybody that's depending on you, they're being taken care of, right?
I think that's where you find the happiness at. As a man,
Right?
like I think I find happiness seeing the people around me happy.
Yeah. So I was telling him that, and he was like, we were going back and forth because we always have these discussions of like life and like we have like a real, and we were talking about like I said like we need therapy sometimes in life, and he's like, nah, I have my friends for that. I have you for that. When I need to like figure something out, I can come to you, and I know that you're gonna give me the real advice and what I really need to hear. So I said, okay, cool. So I said, so what will get to you for you to be just happy and just like what, like, cause that's the main answer in life, right? That's for me, that's what I'm looking for. And I think I reached it. And this is something that I say it without arrogance here. It's not like I'm like, I got it and you didn't. No, this is more like I really figured out a place where like if I was to be broke,
right,
and have no money, which I don't think, I mean, it could happen, but I'm saying like, I think like I'm always like going to be a soldier and a survivor and I'm going to go and figure it out. But if I didn't have it, would I still be happy?
right.
And I think that when I completed my family with my 3 babies, with my wife, with my parents who have given me all this education of how to be a good person, I think that's enough because I used to be happy eating tacos.
Right, 100%.
When that's all I could afford, and I could live in Tijuana. You know, I'm from Tijuana, like I told you, and that's what I could afford to eat. I was happy. I was smiling. Tacos taste amazing. Right. I don't have to be eating at like the greatest restaurants like Craig's or like Katsuya's and the sushi plate. You know, like I could be eating tacos and I'm just perfectly fine.
Yeah. Which
is something that I think I feel like I was able to get to that achievement of being able to say I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't want more. I don't want less. But if I had less, I'd still be happy as long as I have my family and my little circle I've created. When I'm with my kids and my wife together, like I feel like I'm complete. Like I feel like I have no nerves in me. I have no like, there's no like pressure. Like I'm just like, we have our little thing. And we could be in a little room as long as we're watching our TV and we're having our fun. And I can see my son running up and down trying to catch the football.
And that's true happiness.
And that's what it is.
That's something no one can take it from you. Like
they can. God can.
Well, God can. But that's
I'm
saying
saying,
that's God. That's the spirit, right? So I look at it like, you know, if you try to equate or tie in happiness with monetary stuff or material stuff, you'll never be happy because it's always
keeping up with the Joneses. How can I have one more of that?
You always have a new car coming out. You always a house bigger than yours.
But it is. But it does. That equals, I feel, success.
Yeah.
You know, having you have success and then you have happiness and you have, but success is an overall thing. However you want to be happy, kudos to you, right? Do what you gotta do to be happy. So if buying yourself a car, buying yourself a watch, buying yourself donut makes you happy, then do it.
Absolutely.
Just do whatever makes you happy. That's why for everybody it's their own thing. But for me, my family being complete has made me that peace of mind. That's the true feeling of like getting to it. And then winning in a basketball league down the street in that jersey.
Absolutely.
That gives me a lot of joy, that's for sure. I love
Well, winning always is fun. Winning is always fun.
Winning's always fun. But now I'm playing golf. So like I'm trying, pickleball and golf are my future sports in my 40s.
Yeah, I think that's my next stop, golf.
It's unbelievable, man. It's such a love and hate. They said it to me so many times. I'm like, whatever. No. It's like you get this beautiful shot. Boom, down the middle, down on the fairway. I can only hit it like 250 yards. But that's good enough. You hit it down the middle, down the fairway. And you're like, yeah, I'm in the middle. Like, and you go hit your second shot and you like chunk it. And you're like, what the hell? Like, it just goes from up and down. Like, it just, from one second to the other, you're just like, fuck.
But it keeps the competitive drive, though. That's what it is.
But it's you against you.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
That's the best
It's just
competition.
you against you.
That's the best competition.
It's just you against your last score that you had last time. Because if I'm in the 90s, right, I'm shooting in the 90s right now, which is not good. For all means, it's okay, I guess. But no, it's just not good enough for like what I want, right?
Right.
And if I get to the 80s, I'm gonna be so happy.
Mm.
But then my boy hits in the 70s. I'm with Drew, and he's like hitting 77, 78. Like, I'm just like, oh, it's so annoying.
Right.
How do you get so fast, so good, so fast? People play their whole lives to get to that point.
Mm.
It's just, it's such a, it's like I said, love hate.
All good. Long as you keep it and going.
But it's been fun with playing with all my boys because
Yeah.
it's becoming a thing with like all our boys, and we're all playing out there and it's becoming our little thing. So I can see playing that in my 50s. I can see playing myself like forever. It's just but it's an expensive freaking sport.
Well, a new journey's always good, bro.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
We're gonna wrap it up there, man. Listen, bro, I really appreciate you.
Thank you, man. Thank
coming,
you. I appreciate you having me too.
It's been great. This has been a good episode. We talked a lot about basketball.
Yeah,
man.
basketball.
Elite mindset.
Basketball 101.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all you guys, Drew, Joel, Tatum.
Yeah, good luck to the boys.
Who you got? Who you got tonight? Ask the question. Who you got? Who you got tonight? Purdue or Connecticut?
Woo. That's tough. It's gonna be a good one, but I'm gonna say Purdue.
I'm gonna go with Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only because, but it's biased though. I have to be completely fair. I haven't watched every Purdue game or every Connecticut game, but I've always loved Connecticut style. I've always loved their culture. So, and I've got a chance to see both players play as far as the bigs. I think Connecticut's big is
it's better.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with them tonight.
What did you think about the kid from NC State? Burns.
Pretty good. I don't know how much it'll translate at the next level, considering how the next level is. If he makes it to the next level, I don't know.
You see him being like Big Baby?
Nah, depends. I see him being that far as body-wise. He can be. He has a lot of potential. He's really good.
I think that if he just... I think he has the potential to be in the NBA.
Yeah, I think he'll make the NBA. I just don't know what route he'll take. You know, I think he can... This might be a stretch, but you remember when Kevin Love was at UCLA?
UCLA, yeah.
And he was a little heavier,
Mm-hmm.
and then he went... Now he's the way he is now. Like, I think if he can do that, I think he'll
Just get in shape.
Yeah, I think
like real. But he is playing in the college basketball court, going up and down, and
I think he'll even be. I think he'll be better.
Better, yeah, because he'll probably prepare for this. Even like now, you're getting paid.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's definitely have a career.
I hope he does do well.
Yeah, me too.
I hope he does do well. And
Absolutely.
Who's gonna be the number one pick?
Probably, maybe the kid from Purdue. To be honest, he's 7'5", 7'4". He just said. I mean, he's.
I just don't think he has the Wemby. Wemby was the number one pick.
I don't know who is the number one pick. Who will be number one pick? No.
You know who I like? Well, he won't be the number. I don't know if he'll be the number one pick, but you know why my favorite player in college basketball is? Jared McCain.
Jared McCain, tough. Yeah.
I love him. I think he's amazing.
Yeah.
His game's so cool. He's so funny, his TikToks, but his game, like he's this kid in the basketball court, he's just a killer.
Yeah, that's what makes all of them good, man, because they all have their personalities that we see on social media, but then you come out and they put it on the show.
Ain't nothing to mess with. You can see his little. What about? Yeah, I like him.
Yeah,
he's gonna be good.
Yeah, bro. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see tonight. We're gonna see the results. But again, man, thank you. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, man, thank you for having me.
Until next time,
awesome.
I see you on the court. Until next time,
man,
brother.
I'm not trying to. I want you to go down on the.
Bro, I got
playoffs.
I'm good for like 14 points, 10 to 14.
But it's the wrong 14 points. That's the problem.
That's fine. That's what I was.
It's like they start going to you when it's like when they really like if the game is tight, there's 5 minutes left, they're giving you the ball, and then somehow they got me guarding you, and I'm like, guys, there's levels to this. I should. Well,
I'm always surrounded with shooters, so that helps me. That helps me a lot.
Yeah, but when I got it, when they put me on you, that's the problem. I'm like, guys, give me a little help. Give me show a little help. You know he's faster.
Yeah, a little
he's gonna give me some like little razzle dazzle. So just show a little bit. That way he has to pass the ball. Let's force him to pass the ball.
I think the last time we played it, we won, right? We won by like 2.
Yeah, you guys had a good little game-winning bucket.
Yeah, man. Yeah, gotta win.
It happens.
My guy.
Good to see you.
All right, man. Likewise, brother. That's another show for Score Society TV. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, comment. And until next time.